Please. Ma'am,
Okay.
last 1 hour we will take practice question.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yes, ma'am.
So, good afternoon, everyone,
Good
and a big welcome to today's session. And we are going to learn many, many interesting things. But first of all, I would like to start with a recap. और recap के बाद मैं आपको एक छोटी सी quiz दूंगी and please answer those questions. Yes, good afternoon, good afternoon. And then we will start learn something new for today. So let's start with the session. Yes, yes. Good afternoon, everyone. So just a minute, I'll just start. Okay, so we are on day 3 and we are going to learn something interesting today. So first, a quick recap. Is my screen visible?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So whatever we have done till now, commas ka, we will take a quick recap. So commas are used for compound sentences. और जो आपने I'm sure in school you must have learned compound sentences, complex sentences and simple sentences. So जो हमारे fanboys coordinating conjunctions wale, all the sentences are compound sentences because they join two complete thoughts. So we place a comma before coordinating conjunctions. And like the example is given, Michael wrote a letter and Susie write a book. So there's a comma before that. Then words in a list. So commas to separate 3 or more words in a list. Then, if I'm talking about a dependent clause, complex sentence, so dependent and independent clause, then you will see a dependent clause has a subject and a verb, but it cannot stand alone. So place a comma after a dependent clause that begins a sentence. So when I go running, I always wear my pulse watch. But if it is the other way, I always wear my pulse watch. When I go running, then there is no comma. So always, if the dependent clause is in the beginning, then there is a comma. If the dependent clause is in the second half, then the comma is not there. फिर introductory words, अगर हम yes, no, well, finally, so all these are introductory words. So इनसे पहले we use a comma. Appositive is a word or group of words that explains another word in a sentence. So, comma hamesha it separates the appositive from the main word. I mean, from the rest of the group of words in the sentence. So, Mr. Gray. Now, my neighbor is talking about Mr. Gray. So, Mr. Gray, my neighbor, lost his wife 2 years ago. Then cities and states. So dates, we did all this yesterday. I'm just revising it. Direct comma. Use a comma to separate from the rest of the sentence the name of a person the sentence addresses directly. Jake, is this your camera? So all these rules, we've done these rules in detail yesterday and we have just done a quick revision. अब मैं आपको एक छोटी सी एक्सरसाइज दे रही हूं. So Can you see the paragraph that is there on the screen?
Yes, ma'am. It is visible.
Yes, so now you have to use the punctuation marks. How will we read them without the punctuation marks, and how will we read them with the punctuation marks? You can read the passage and then give me your feedback. So अगर इसमें कोई punctuation marks नहीं है तो how will I read it? I'll read it. Perhaps you don't always need to use commas, periods, colons, etc. to make sentences clear. When I'm in a hurry, tired, cold, lazy, or angry, I sometimes leave out punctuation marks. Grammar is stupid. I can write without it and don't need it. My uncle Harry once said he was not very clever and I never understood a word he wrote to me. I think I learned some punctuation, not too much enough to write to Uncle Harry. He needs some help. Now, I did not pause. I did not stop. I did not take a break. I did not modulate my voice. It was because I didn't know where to stop, where to take a pause, where to take a break, where to modulate my voice, where is the idea ending, where is the next idea starting. I could not understand anything. So, again, going back to what I shared on the first day, that punctuation marks, they do the work of the body language in a paragraph. So, my gestures, my voice tone, my flow of words, my pitch, everything will change when I use the punctuation marks. So do you want to see what this passage looks like when the punctuation marks are put in their right places, or would somebody like to give me some answer before we go to the answers? Would anybody like to share what could be the possible answers? Please feel yes, please feel free to share your answers.
Yes, ma'am. If I want to punctuate this, I'll start with.
Please.
Sound is echoing somehow. Anyway, perhaps, comma, you don't, with apostrophe, always need to use commas, comma, periods, comma, colons, comma, etc. Stop, comma, to make sentences clear. Stop. When I am in a hurry, comma, tired, comma, cold, comma, lazy, comma, or angry, comma, I sometimes leave out punctuation marks. Stop. Grammar is stupid. Stop. I can write without it, comma, and don't with apostrophe. Need it. Stop. My uncle, comma, Harry. My uncle, comma, Harry, comma, I do not know whether it's correct. Once said, comma, he was not very clever, comma, and I never understood a word he wrote to me. Stop. I think I will, I apostrophe double L, learn some punctuation, comma, not too much, not too much, comma, enough to write to Uncle Harry. Stop. He needs some help.
Very well done. Very well done. Very nice. Only thing missing here are the inverted commas. So
Yes.
would somebody like to share where should inverted commas be used here? We are going to be doing inverted commas, but before that, if somebody can share where should they be used here?
After said, ma'am.
Once said, he was not very clever.
He was not very clever.
Putting inverted commas.
Okay. Okay.
And ma'am, first letter capital.
Very good.
I
Very good.
capital.
Very good.
I also
Yes.
capital.
Always capital.
Yes. 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 I don't know if the answer is as correct as your answers are. Maybe. Now let's see if punctuating it makes a difference. And there is an exclamation mark. So after that. So that's okay. That was not there in the passage that I just shared. Perhaps capital C. You don't, somebody, could you please mute yourself? There's too much of disturbance. Yes. So perhaps you don't always need to use commas, periods, colons, etc. Now, etc. dot is that is the dot which is also used for abbreviation. So etc is etc. So there is no comma after that. We just continue. So etc. to make sentences clear. When I'm in a hurry, tired, cold, lazy, or angry, I sometimes leave out punctuation marks. Grammar is stupid. I can write without it and don't need it. My Uncle Harry once said. So these are the quoted words. And Uncle Harry, he was not very clever. And I never understood a word he wrote to me. I think I learned some punctuation, not too much enough to write to Uncle Harry. He needs some help. So now the meaning has become clear. Uncle Harry never bothered about punctuation, and that is why whatever he wrote, the others could not understand. So maybe Uncle Harry needs some help. Let's read this again. Perhaps you don't always need to use commas, periods, colons, etc. to make sentences clear. When I'm in a hurry, tired, cold, lazy, or angry, there should be a comma after that. I sometimes leave out punctuation marks. Full stop. Paragraph change. Grammar is stupid. I can write without it and don't need it. My Uncle Harry once said. He was not very clear, and I never understood a word he wrote to me. I think I learned some punctuation, not too much enough to write to Uncle Harry. He needs some help. So this is how the content will become clear. And he needs some help. There is exclamation, means my intensity of helping him is so strong. So I can, if there was a full stop, I could have just said, he needs some help, but I just saw there's an exclamation mark. So I'm saying, oh, he needs some help. Somebody do something for him. So there is a stronger intonation here. So this is how punctuation marks work, and they change the complete scenario. They change the meaning of the sentence. So yesterday we also did misplaced modifiers. Now I just want to share with everyone what are the common mistakes we generally end up making in sentence construction. And because we have already covered many things, I'm sure all of you will relate with what I'm going to be sharing. So what are the sentence construction challenges that we face? The first one is incomplete sentence, because it may be just a phrase or a sentence without a verb or a subject. So we know without a verb or a subject, it becomes a phrase. For example, the cost of renting an apartment. So there is no subject there. There is no verb there. So it becomes incorrect. The cost of renting an apartment in Bangalore is very high. That is how the sentence would be constructed. Sometimes complex sentences, but there is no independent clause. So that is why when I start the sentence with because, it is wrong. because some students have past-time jobs. But what? This is the dependent clause. Where is the independent clause? So children are not able to attend extra classes because some of them have part-time jobs. Then my sentence becomes complete. So how can we rectify this? We can add a verb or a subject, or if the sentence is of, just the dependent clause, then you add an independent clause. Sometimes, yesterday we did this also, misplaced modifiers. So a word or phrase that modifies a word not clearly stated in the sentence. Having finished the assignment, the TV was turned on. Now, who finished the assignment and who turned on the TV is not given. So having finished the assignment, Raghav turned on the television. So always name the doer of the action. Combine the phrase and main clause into one. So then your error can be rectified. Sometimes two independent clauses, this is the third one I'm talking about. If you are joining two independent clauses and there's just a comma in between, it becomes a run-on sentence. It's incomplete. So that is why it's very important, if there are two independent clauses, you have to have a semicolon there or a conjunction with a comma, a coordinating conjunction with a comma. So getting married is easy. Staying married is a different matter. Getting married is easy. Just a colon, just a comma there. Incorrect. There should be a semicolon. And if there is no semicolon, then it should be getting married is easy, but staying married is a different matter. So there'll be a comma and but. So the remedy is add a full stop. Getting married is easy, full stop. Staying married is a different matter, full stop. This can be one remedy. The other can be add a semicolon. So getting married is easy, semicolon. Staying married is a different matter, full stop, perfect. Third can be add a coordinator. So getting married is easy, comma, but staying married is a different matter. Add a subordinate. Getting married, although getting married is easy, comma, staying married is a different matter. So these are the different ways in which we can correct our sentences. Sometimes what happens, we make too many simple short sentences. So suppose if I say small sentences are boring to read, they appear simple, your thoughts look simple too, you can think in only trivial, simplistic manner, small thoughts seem to come from small minds. So if we really want to impress with our writing, we have to, present the ideas in such a manner that the clarity is portrayed. So combine the simple sentences into a complex sentences, combine them into a compound sentence. And the third, and one more problem can be there when the sentences are too lengthy, very long sentences, and there are too many clauses connected by and, but, no, because, so. What we saw yesterday in the sample paper also. So what's happening in this sentence? Many students attend classes all morning and they work all afternoon, and then they have to study at night. So they are usually exhausted by the weekend. Now this sentence, there are too many coordinators and there are no punctuation marks. So many students attend classes all morning, comma, and they work all afternoon, full stop. They also have to study at night, comma, so they are usually exhausted by the weekend. So this will bring in more clarity. So sentence problems should be removed from your writing. So this is very, very important. I thought I would share this with everyone. One more challenge that comes up in writing is parallelism. Parallel structure means अगर आप verb infinitive में use कर रहे हैं, तो please second verb also should be in infinitive. Infinitive is to and gerund is ing. So sometimes आधा हम gerund करते हैं, आधा हम infinitive करते हैं, कहीं हम noun कर रहे हैं, कहीं हम adjective कर रहे हैं, so the sentence goes wrong. So apart from these sentence problems, there is another kind of a problem which occurs जब parallel structures are overlooked. So I'll just share this. Now going to bed early, we know that this is a very, very common statement. So going to bed early and to rise early makes a man healthy, have wealth and in possession of wisdom. Now if I write this sentence, computer may say it's okay because it looks okay, but then there are many things wrong with this. Because going to bed early, अगर मैं बोल रही हूँ तो first verb is ing, gerund form. So to rise, फिर वो infinitive नहीं आना चाहिए. Going to bed early and rising early makes a man healthy is good, but have wealth makes a man have wealth. अभी पहला healthy बोला, तो have wealth should also coordinate with healthy. So somebody who has wealth is wealthy. So I can say wealthy. And somebody who is in possession of wisdom is called wise. So I can make it early to bed, early to rise makes a person healthy, wealthy and wise. Or I can say going to bed early and rising early makes a person healthy, wealthy and wise. So always remember that in your writing, there should be parallel structures. Without parallel structures, आपके sentences and phrases and clauses will be going all over. And again, the meaning may become ambiguous. So parallel structures are very important. So remember, these are the errors which may occur, or there may be an error in parallel structure. So always check this, always check these, and your sentences will become much, much more powerful and your expression will be very, very impressive. So this was just the revision that I wanted to do with everyone. And now we will start with something new that we are going to be learning today. So is this much clear to everyone? Any questions on this sentence error? क्या होते हैं? Just a minute. What are the sentence errors? What are the punctuation technicalities that we should follow? How can we eradicate sentence errors? How should we be very careful to note that our sentences don't fall into the error pattern? So थोड़ी छोटी चीजें हैं, ध्यान में रखेंगे तो definitely it will help in better writing skills. And these are the mechanics of writing, actually technicalities of writing. So now we are going to start with our topic for today. And today we are going to be learning about capitalization. Capitalization is very, very important because thesis writing में titles आप index लिखते हैं, वहाँ पे titles आप हर paragraph हर यूनिट में आपको टाइटल लिखना होता है, सब टाइटल लिखना होता है. सो कैपिटलाइजेशन becomes very confusing at times. What to capitalize and what not to capitalize. So can anybody tell me if you are familiar with some of the rules that we should follow? जब capitalization की हम बात करते हैं तो कोई भी कुछ शेयर कर सकता है कि टाइटल कैपिटलाइजेशन थीसिस में अगर हम बात कर रहे हैं तो हमें क्या-क्या ध्यान में रखना चाहिए. क्या क्या कैपिटलाइज होता है, क्या क्या नहीं होता है? Anybody? So then we will go to understanding this कि क्या क्या हमें करना चाहिए, क्या क्या हमें नहीं करना चाहिए. But if anybody wants to share, please, you can share some points from your side. Capitalization में हमें क्या क्या ध्यान में रखना चाहिए? तो ऐसा होता है ना कि हमारे पास यहाँ भी कंप्यूटर तो है रेस्क्यू के लिए. कैप्स लॉक कर दीजिए या सेंटेंस केस कर दीजिए या कैपिटलाइज फर्स्ट लेटर ऑफ ईच वर्ड कर दीजिए, पर वो चलता नहीं है, क्योंकि कैपिटलाइज फर्स्ट लेटर ऑफ ईच वर्ड अगर कर दिया तो सर्टेन वर्ड्स आर नॉट टू बी कैपिटलाइज्ड. So that becomes a challenge. So we should know which words we should capitalize and which we should not. Anybody can share what we should keep in mind when we are doing this? Okay, so I'll just share the general rules और उसके बाद मैं आपको बताऊंगी कि टाइटल में क्या क्या करना चाहिए. तो जब हम एक नॉर्मल सेंटेंस कर रहे हैं, जैसे अभी हमने ये पैराग्राफ किया, छोटा सा पैसेज था जिसमें perhaps, so perhaps का P has to be capital because we are starting the passage with that word. So any letter when we are starting a sentence, it has to be a capital. So that is, we all know there are always has to be a full stop. Whenever we are using proper nouns, always use a capital letter. For abbreviations like information technology, IT, CEO, Chief Executive Officer, PM, Prime Minister, always use capital letters. अब proper nouns और common nouns में क्या फर्क होता है? So proper nouns are always specific names given to common nouns. Common nouns is general. So like if I talk about animals, if I talk about human beings, if I talk about insects, if I talk about transport, if I talk about railway, हर चीज ये जैसे railway बोल दिया या trains बोल दिया या flight बोल दिया या ट्रांसपोर्ट बोल दिया, तो ये सब नॉर्मल कॉमन नाउन्स हैं. या एनिमल्स बोल दिया, एनिमल्स में डिफरेंट कैटेगरीज हो गई, मंकीज, जिराफ, कलर्स हैं रेड, व्हाइट, ब्लू. सो ऑल दीज आर कॉमन नाउन्स. Buildings and monuments and cities and so countries. So there are many cities in India, but one city, each city has a specific name, and that specific name becomes the proper noun. So all these specific names of animals and things, days, weeks, months are called proper nouns. Now animals जैसे बहुत सारे लोग बोलते हैं, so that means monkey should be with capital, elephant should be with capital. No, monkey should be with a small letter. But suppose the name of the monkey is Jojo, then Jojo becomes the capital. Elephant is small letter. But if the name of the elephant is, suppose we give it some name, and the name is Jhumar. So Jhumar becomes capital. So otherwise everything in general stays in common noun, under the category of common noun, but specific names, specific places, specific animals, specific days, weeks, months, all these will be proper nouns. So always remember कि proper nouns हमें capital में करने हैं. Then जब हम days की बात करें, months की बात करें, festival की बात करें, these are very, very specific. So always in capital. And if you are writing a title जैसे doctor, lieutenant colonel, brigadier, major general, sir, so whenever Mr, Mrs, so जब भी हम ये title लिखते हैं, that is always in a capital letter. Pronoun अगर हम लिख रहे हैं तो that I is always capital. और quotation marks पे अभी हम आने वाले हैं. So always remember, it is a rule for the first letter in quotation. So he said they are going to the museum. So he said के बाद comma है, inverted commas begin. Inverted commas begin and close. दोनों का signature, दोनों का sign is different. तो ये थोड़ा सा इधर हो गया. It is opening inverted commas. So they will become, T will become capital. Up capital letters in capital title capitalization. So title capitalization may always capitalize the first word in the title, the last word in the title, and the important words in the title. Now, what are the important words? Important words are all the adjectives, all the adverbs, all the nouns, all the pronouns, all the subordinating conjunctions, more than 3 letters, all the verbs. हमारे coordinating conjunctions ये तो हमारे जो capitalize होना है, और जो नहीं होना है वो है articles a and the. Don't capitalize them. But if a is the first letter or first word in a thesis और आपका title में, तो a study of something or a comparative study or an analysis or the importance, तो अगर वो शुरू में आ रहे हैं, then you will always capitalize them. If they are in the middle of the title, then you do not capitalize them. जितने हमारे coordinating conjunctions हैं, and, but, or, for, fanboys किए थे हमने कल yesterday. So all those coordinating conjunctions are not capitalized. And prepositions में जो 2-lettered prepositions होते हैं, they are also not capitalized. At, by, but अगर among है, between है, from है, तो they can be capitalized. So all these small 2-letter prepositions are not capitalized. Okay, so we will be doing an exercise on this. Let's see the example. So sentence case, हमारे को मालूम है हमारे लैपटॉप में एक sentence case होता है, एक title case होता है. Sentence case में a portrait of the artist as a young man. Sentence case में the first letter is capitalized and बाकी सब small letters में होते हैं. और title case में अगर मैंने ये कंप्यूटर पे डाल दिया, तो वो सारा ऑफ भी कैपिटल कर देगा, टी भी कैपिटल कर देगा, एज भी कैपिटल कर देगा, अ भी कैपिटल कर देगा. देन आई हैव टू बी अवेयर कि कौन कौन से कैपिटल नहीं होंगे. तो बिकॉज आई गेट अ लॉट ऑफ बुक्स फॉर strategizing the content, then I really get very very upset कि वो जहाँ पे उनका index होता है, index में ही titles are not written correctly because the capital letters are not used the right way. So title case में always remember because it is in the beginning of the title, it will be capital. Portrait is the noun. Of आ गया आपका preposition a and the, middle of the title में है तो नहीं capitalized होंगे. As a नहीं capitalized होगा. Artist is noun, young is adjective, my man is again a noun. So जो important words हैं वो हो रहे हैं और कुछ नहीं हो रहे हैं. Let's do this. Sentence case में Zen and the art of motorcycle maintenance and inquiry into values. तो ये sentence case में हो गया where only the first letter is capitalized, but title case is different. तो and आ रहा है बीच में, नहीं होगा because it's a coordinating conjunction. A and the नहीं होगा. Of preposition है, नहीं होगा. कोलन के बाद and inquiry into values हो रहा है, तो it is an extension of the first part. So and is capitalized. Zen and the art of motorcycle maintenance and inquiry into values. So याद रखिए. So I hope थोड़ा सा capitalization का clear हुआ होगा. If there is anything you wish to ask, please feel free to ask. We are going to be doing an exercise now on this. Simple hai, capitalization is very simple. We have to only remember कौन से capitalize नहीं होने हैं. Or coordinating conjunctions are never capitalized. For, and, nor, yet, but, so नहीं होंगे. Or a and the नहीं होंगे. Prepositions, if they are two lettered, they are usually 2 or 3 letter वाले नहीं होते हैं. Subordinating conjunctions 3 से ज़्यादा होंगे, then they'll be capitalized. So let's do an exercise to understand this better. Are you ready for that?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes? Yes? Okay, let's do that. So capitalization, this is a very simple exercise, very simple exercise. So can you tell me which is the right answer? A, B, C.
First one is A.
A is the right answer. Yes. In the second one,
C.
C is the correct answer. Absolutely. Third one,
B.
huh? It's a title case. Because
Okay,
it's in
title case is-
inverted commas, it's a title.
So then C.
C, yes. Because it's specified, it's in inverted commas. So inverted commas play a very important role. I'll be coming to that. We are coming to inverted commas now. So this is the sign of inverted commas. Please mute. Yes. So inverted commas are also known as quotation marks or speech marks. So you can see here, see बेचारा ये तो एक simple comma ही है. Where you see the single inverted commas, see this is the comma, what we usually use. And when it is inverted, then it is known as, they become the quotation marks or speech marks or inverted commas. So you have the opening inverted commas and then closing inverted commas. Opening inverted commas look like 6 and closing inverted commas look like 9. They can be double inverted commas or they can be single inverted commas. Both have very important role to play. So inverted commas, quotation marks, speech marks, all are same. You may call them anything. Now, why are they used? They are used when we want to show what was said by somebody. Jaise ye wala, we did this exercise here where Uncle Harry. Yes. So, Uncle Harry, grammar is stupid. I can write without it and don't need it. Without punctuation marks, we cannot understand anything. But when punctuation marks are put, inverted commas are put, grammar is stupid. I can write without it and don't need it. So these are the exact words spoken by Uncle Harry. And then it becomes easier to understand. So our inverted commas mark out speech. जो भी inverted commas के बीच में आ गया, that means these are the spoken words. And if we are wanting to quote somebody else's speech, my grandpa said, comma, inverted commas में, whatever he said. So this is the importance. अब आप कब उनको राइटिंग में कहाँ पे यूज करते हैं? So suppose जैसे हमने अभी one perfect rose, so that was the title, and that is why, because it is in the inverted commas, we assume that it is a title of some book. So to make a certain word or phrase that is being quoted from another person, another place or person, it could be some significant word or phrase in a sentence. Or sometimes when we are using foreign words, जैसे हमने अब तो modus operandi वगैरह have become a part of English language, पर अगर जैसे मुझे उसमें faux pas भी बोलना है या मुझे ad nauseum बोलना है, तो I can put it in inverted commas, single or double. तो जैसे we call this phenomenon the water cycle. So that's the name of this phenomenon. One of Michael Jackson's hit songs is called Billie Jean. So Billie Jean is the name of the song. Tom talked ad nauseum, foreign word, about the time he scored the winning run. तो ये क्लियर हो रहा है किस किस के लिए यूज होता है? कभी कभी एक सेंटेंस आपका सीधा साधा चल रहा है, पर आप किसी को फ्रेज कहीं से ला रहे हैं, तो वहां पे आप उसको डिस्टिंग्विश कर सकते हैं फ्रॉम द रेस्ट ऑफ द सेंटेंस with the usage of these inverted commas. They come to your rescue, they come marching, and they are there, so they explain कि भाई ये this is what it is meant. So the single style inverted commas भी आते हैं कभी कभी. अब single style inverted commas double style के बीच में, जैसे हमने तो कुछ quotation कर रहे हैं, बट quotation के बीच में मुझे कुछ extra emphasis देना है किसी चीज के लिए, तो वहां पे I can use single style inverted commas. So I can just say that will be marvelous. We will see you at the playground. But I want to stress upon marvelous. That will be marvelous. We will see you at the playground. So certainly these single inverted commas have put more emphasis on that particular word. तो बाकी सारा double में है, वो single में आ गया. So quotations में भी capitalization is very important. So how do we understand this? So till now whatever we have done is all very simple and I'm sure very very easy to understand. अभी तक हमने खाली capitalization का शुरू किया है, capitalization we did, and now we are doing inverted commas. Inverted commas, speech marks or quotation marks, they all mean the same. And then quotation marks में कभी कभी single inverted commas आ जाते हैं. तो जब मैं double inverted commas की बात कर रही हूँ तो मैं quotation marks की बात कर रही हूँ. जब मैं single inverted commas की बात कर रही हूँ, they can be used to highlight something in the spoken phrase. So वो भी हमें याद रखना चाहिए. कभी कभी जैसे हमने बोला one of Michael Jackson's famous songs is Billie Jean. So that can be in single inverted commas, comma also. The phenomenon is known as the water cycle. So that can also be in the single inverted comma. Okay, so let's continue with quotation and capitalization. इसमें हमें क्या क्या चीजें याद रखनी हैं? There are 3 different kinds of capitalization strategies being used here. You can see. Can anybody tell me क्या इनमें फर्क है? इन तीनों में क्या फर्क है? Can you observe and see? ये तीनों sentences 3 different types के हैं, और हर एक में एक रूल छुपा हुआ है। तो मैंने खाली यहाँ पे सेंटेंसेस दिए हैं, रूल्स नहीं दिए हैं, बिकॉज रूल्स आई एम गोइंग टू एक्सप्लेन। तो कोई मुझे इसमें से कुछ नोटिस करके बता सकता है कि इसमें क्या कुछ प्रोमिनेंट लग रहा है?
Last one is the speech.
Last one is
Third one.
Okay. Okay.
Rest two I won't be able to tell.
Okay. So I'll tell you one by one. इन्वर्टेड कॉमास का रूल ये होता है कि हमेशा जब आप सेंटेंस शुरू करेंगे तो फर्स्ट लेटर विल ऑलवेज बी कैपिटलाइज्ड। जब आप सेंटेंस शुरू करेंगे, सेंटेंस की शुरुआत में कैपिटल लेटर से शुरू करेंगे, ये एक रूल है। देयर इज नो वे वी विल गेट देयर इन टाइम। पर इसी के साथ थर्ड वाला सेंटेंस देखिए, द प्रॉब्लम विथ ओपिनियंस, है ना, वहां पे ब्रेक हो गया। पॉला एक्सप्लेन्ड इज दैट एवरीवन हैज वन। तो ये सेम सेंटेंस कंटिन्यू हो रहा है, इसलिए ब्रेक के बाद भी आप इसे कैपिटल नहीं करेंगे। That is what we have to remember. अगर मैं इसे तोड़ दूं, there is no way she said we will get there in time. तो there is no way speech marks में she said comma inverted commas फिर से आ जाएंगे, we will get there in time, but we फिर से कैपिटल में नहीं आएगा क्योंकि वो सेम सेंटेंस कंटिन्यू हो रहा है। तो कितनी बार आपको पढ़ते पढ़ते ऐसा लगेगा कि अरे ये तो कॉमा के बाद इन्वर्टेड कॉमर्स में शुरू हुआ और ये कैपिटल से नहीं शुरू हुआ, तो व्हाट्स रॉन्ग हियर? सो व्हाट्स रॉन्ग देयर? देयर इज नथिंग रॉन्ग, मे बी इट्स अ कंटिन्यूएशन ऑफ व्हाट वाज स्पोकन अर्लियर। दैट इज व्हाई the second phrase or the second part has not started with a capital letter. तो जब हम ये जानते हैं कि हर सेंटेंस, हर वर्ड शुरू होना चाहिए कैपिटल से, तो ये भी पता होना चाहिए कि अगर सेम सेंटेंस चल रहा है तो फिर आप उसको तोड़ के फिर से कैपिटल में नहीं कर सकते। ये कॉमन रूल है। तो ये फर्स्ट और थर्ड के बीच में ये दोनों का डिफरेंस है कि आपका सेम सेंटेंस चल रहा है तो सेम सेंटेंस कैपिटल से फुल स्टॉप में एंड होगा। बीच में आपने पॉला एक्सप्लेन कर दिया तो भी कैपिटल लेटर बीच में नहीं आएगा। अब दूसरे सेंटेंस में क्या है? दूसरे सेंटेंस में भी आप बोलेंगे अरे ये तो फ्रेजेस में, ये तो इन्वर्टेड कॉमास में है, तो लाउड क्यों नहीं आया कैपिटल में? क्योंकि इन्वर्टेड कॉमास के बीच में तो हमेशा कैपिटल आना चाहिए। तो इसलिए नहीं आया क्योंकि ये एक स्पोकन स्पीच का हिस्सा है, ये स्पोकन स्पीच नहीं है। तो हम इसको, जो पहले वाला रूल हमने किया था, ये वाला, वी कॉल दिस फेनोमेनन द वाटर साइकिल, बिली जीन, एड नॉशियम, इसी के जैसे लाउड स्मेली को यूज कर रहे हैं। He calls them because we want to attract attention. So he calls them loud, smelly and utterly annoying. There is no need to put it into capital letters. Just the inverted commas do the work there. तो जब हम बोलते हैं quotations and capitalization, again we should know what is capitalized, but we should also know what is not capitalized. तो क्योंकि जनरल रूल ये हो जाता है कि कैपिटलाइज, तो ये हमेशा इसमें क्या याद रखने वाली है, एक सेंटेंस है तो हमेशा फर्स्ट लेटर कैपिटलाइज होगा। Loud, smelly and utterly is a phrase, it is not a sentence. So that is why it is not capitalized. Okay? और जो थर्ड वाला है उसमें भी It is the same sentence continuing. There are no two sentences. एक ही sentence continue चल रहा है, तो हमें बीच में तोड़ के capital लाने की जरूरत नहीं है. Okay, so these are the three rules we should remember. Sentence will quotation में हमेशा sentence है तो first letter will always be capitalized. Loud smelly phrase है, not a sentence. Okay, is that clear? Okay, let's do an exercise. Can you tell me the answers here? कहाँ पे हम capitalize quotation marks कहाँ use करेंगे?
Maya is trying hard in school. This semester will be in quotation marks.
हाँ,
And her father said that will be.
हाँ, yes. Second में
I cannot get you to
Quotation.
the airport in 15 minutes.
हाँ
Quotation mark.
और no.
No will be in the quotation marks.
Yes,
Then
yes.
I cannot get will be.
And then I cannot get you to the airport in 15 minutes. Yes. Next.
She asked. Do you read newspaper regularly will be in the quotation marks.
Do से capital do से quotation marks शुरू होंगे, opening quotation marks and then regularly पे close होंगे. Question mark will be in the quotation marks. So these are the answers. Maya is trying hard in school this semester, her father said. No, said the taxi driver, I cannot get to the airport in 15 minutes. She asked to be newspaper regularly. So remember, जब भी शुरू हो रहा है do capital से शुरू हो रहा है, माया तो है ही capital से, M यहाँ पे I cannot, I is always with capital. So अगर ये होता no, said the taxi driver, we cannot get you to the airport. तो अगर we होता तो वो capital नहीं होता क्योंकि वो we का ही no के आगे चल रहा है. No already capital में आ गया है. ठीक है? Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now tell me which is the correct option.
First one. Sania asked.
Okay. Yes. हाँ, बिल्कुल सही.
Third one. Second में third one.
Second one, invert full stop उसके
one.
अंदर आ जाए.
Second one.
Third.
First one.
First one, ma'am.
First one. First
First
one.
one.
First one. Yes. Yes. इसमें which is the correct answer?
First one.
First one.
No.
Second one. Second one.
Second one. Second one is the correct option because third one has no full stop. Then Captain Lee.
Second one. Captain Lee said.
Which
Second.
one? First,
First
second,
one.
third.
First
हाँ?
Second.
First one, ma'am.
Second क्यों होगा?
First one. First one.
One. M capital होना चाहिए ना?
Yes, ma'am. First one.
First,
कैपिटल होना चाहिए, इसलिए फर्स्ट होगा. इन्वर्ट स्पीच मार्क्स में सेंटेंस हमेशा कैपिटल से शुरू होगा, ऑलवेज. Okay, so this was about so we have done capital letters and we have done this quotation marks. अब जो हम करने वाले हैं वो बड़ा इंटरेस्टिंग है. And we use it often, but we may not even realize that we are using it so many times. So, Preeti ma'am, do we take a break at 3:30 or we take a break now and then start? And how do we go?
Hello.
Hello, yes, Preeti ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Shall we continue and take a break at 3:30?
Yes, ma'am. It's fine.
No, ma'am.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, Preeti ma'am, you are there?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible. So, shall we take a break now or shall we take a break at 3:30?
मैडम अभी आप कौन सा टॉपिक लेंगे?
Ellipsis.
Yes, वो करा देते हैं मैडम, एलिप्सिस वाला.
अच्छा ठीक है. Okay, okay, okay. उसके बाद then we'll take a break. Okay. So this is a very, very interesting topic and I'm sure everyone is really going to enjoy learning about this because we use it so many times. हम इसे कहाँ पे use करते हैं? When we are sending messages or when we are wanting to express our feelings. So आप जब लिखने में भी जब आप quotation पूरा quotation नहीं लिखते हैं, आप बिगनिंग के 2-3 वर्ड्स लिखते हैं, फिर डॉट 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 कर देते हैं और फिर क्लोजिंग के वर्ड्स लिखते हैं, तो उन डॉट 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 को क्या बोलते हैं? उन डॉट 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 को बोलते हैं ellipsis. And it has a very, very powerful role to play. So I go to ellipsis. Yes. ये जो 3 dots हैं, they are very, very important. And they talk a lot. हम बोलेंगे अरे what do dots show? So they are replacement for omitted words. What good fortune that the people do not think. So maybe it is for something. Maybe what good fortune for leadership or that people do not think. So there is something which is unspoken. Then it appeared and then you pause, dash, dash, dot, 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 a genie. So see all these dots, the word is ellipsis, an unfinished thought. I know he deserved it, but something which did not take place, or a trail off into silence. We were now on our own. And I mean, we don't know. There is a lot more which was to be said, but which nobody said, nobody talked about. So it is a punctuation mark consisting of 3 dots. And when we are omitting, leaving out a word, phrase, line, paragraph or more from a quoted passage, then we use ellipsis. और इनका importance क्या होता है? ये space को save करते हैं और या फिर material which is less relevant, they can remove that. And it can avoid repetition और ये आपकी writing को crisp बनाता है. There are no unnecessary words. So sometimes it is also used to show hesitation in complete sentences. So let's see the examples. Now, what a beautiful garden it was, with lots of flowers, trees, bushes, etc. Such a wonderful place. अब इतना सब बोलने की बजाय अगर मैं बोल दूं, what a beautiful garden it was. भैया गार्डन है तो अंडरस्टूड है कि वहां पे फ्लावर्स, ट्रीज, बुशेस होंगे ही होंगे, and that is why the garden looked beautiful. So what a beautiful garden it was. Dot 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 means I'm thinking of all the things that were there in the garden. Such a wonderful place. So this is the magic of ellipsis. अभी आप इसको देखेंगे, बड़ा ही इंटरेस्टिंग है. कभी कभी जैसे हम मैसेज खोलते हैं कि भेजते भी हैं and then we just trail off. So sometimes you are talking to somebody or you are writing to message to somebody. I know I saw my keys somewhere. Dot dot dot. But now I can't find them. So something which is unsaid. I'm not sure what to do. I'm looking for some advice, some guidance, some suggestions. All that is left unsaid. I never thought. So many things unsaid. Things could come to such a proportion, or people could react in this manner, or things could snowball into this to this level. So dot 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 will just show trail off and lot more to be said. Sometimes in sentences, ये तो बहुत सारा creative writing में और informal language में हो जाता है. But when it comes to academic writing, तो infinitives, हमको पता है, अभी मैंने बात की थी gerunds और infinitives की. तो gerunds are ing और infinitives are to do something, those verbs, है ना? So sometimes we can omit an infinitive phrase when the meaning is clear. जैसे, although Mary has tried hard to stop smoking, she hasn't been able to. तो मुझे ये पूरा बोलने की जरूरत नहीं है, she hasn't been able to stop smoking. बस hasn't been able to, ये infinitive phrase पे आप रुक जाते हो. या कई बार verbs ऐसी होती हैं जिनके बाद आपको to और infinitive मतलब वो लगाने की जरूरत ही नहीं है. So did you buy the presents? I forgot. That's enough. I forgot to buy the presents बोलने की जरूरत ही नहीं है. तो ये जब हमारे लिखने में भी होता है, so we need not unnecessarily repeat words. No need. एकदम वहां पे जहाँ पे क्रिस्प जितना आपकी लैंग्वेज होगी उतना अच्छा आपका इम्प्रेशन पड़ेगा. So that is why we are going to do an exercise on ellipsis. So ellipsis में ज़्यादा कुछ technicalities है नहीं. It is very simple to understand. There are what do we have to remember? जो अभी हम exercise करने वाले हैं उसमें infinitives को कैसे हटाया जा सकता है and how can we make our sentences crisper. That is what we are going to be practicing. और जो हम वैसे otherwise informal writing में ellipsis जहाँ पे many times we have not been able to express what we are wanting to share, then these dot 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 they do the work for us. So that is important to understand. Okay, so now we will do the exercise. Are you ready for the exercise? Yes? Are you ready for the exercise? Then I'll do the exercise. Otherwise, I'll wait
Yes.
for your response. Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So Harish did his homework. What is the next option? Even though
Didn't want. Didn't want.
he didn't want कि he didn't want to.
He didn't
Didn't
want
want.
to.
he didn't want to, because verb आ रहा है ना, Harish did his homework even though he didn't want to. तो want to पे हम क्लोज करेंगे. अब इसमें थोड़ा सा कंफ्यूजन होगा कि कहाँ पे हम want to करेंगे, कहाँ पे didn't want करेंगे. तो जैसे अगर मैं बोलूं हरीश, पर यहाँ पे want के साथ हमेशा want to ही आएगा. अगर ये जैसे want to do something है and I want something, वो different है, but anyway I don't want to get into it. आप अपने आप ही मुझे बताइए, you will get into, you practice and you will get a better understanding of this. चलिए next पे आते हैं.
She said she could use a computer, but it was obvious that she couldn't.
Pass. Perfect.
Couldn't.
Absolutely correct.
We can't repair your car today, but tomorrow we can.
We can.
We can. Yes, we are not repeating repair. You don't.
As hard as you should.
But you should.
You don't work as hard
As hard,
You do.
but you should.
क्या है? What is the correct option? You don't work
You
as hard as.
You should.
You do होगा.
You do.
You do.
You do.
You should. Yeah, you should.
You do.
You do होगा कि you should होगा?
You do.
You do.
You do.
You do होगा मैम.
You do.
You
होगा.
do.
You do.
It should be you should.
You don't work as hard. तो
As you
देखिए, you, this is a very interesting sentence. I am just going to share something. इसमें you do क्यों, you do होना चाहिए कि you should होना चाहिए? Question क्या है? You do not work as hard as you.
You do.
अब do
तुम जैसे
not
करते
माने
हो.
तुम नहीं करते हो, है ना? You do not work as hard, तो तुम उतना मेहनत नहीं करते हो as you do, कि जितना तुम्हें करना चाहिए. तो अगर
You should.
करना चाहिए तो you should आएगा. तो तुम उतनी मेहनत नहीं करते हो जितनी तुम्हें करना चाहिए. You do not work as hard as you should. अगर मैं यहाँ पे do करूँ तो तुम इतनी मेहनत नहीं करते हो जितनी करते हो. तो इस सेंटेंस का तो मीनिंग गलत हो जाएगा ना.
Right.
तो इसलिए क्या आना चाहिए? जितनी तुम्हें करनी चाहिए. तो should आना चाहिए यहाँ पे. ठीक है? Not do. Do का मतलब करना और do not का मतलब नहीं करना. तो जब सेंटेंस में ऑलरेडी आ रहा है कि तुम नहीं करते हो, तो फिर मैं बाद में do कैसे ला सकती हूँ ना? फिर मैं बाद में वहां पे should लाऊंगी. ठीक है? ओके, सो नेक्स्ट सेंटेंस पे जाते हैं. नेक्स्ट सेंटेंस है हमारा, जस्ट अ मिनट. यस, ओके. नेक्स्ट, आई डोंट नो.
But I hope.
I hope.
Huh?
I hope to.
I don't know if I'll pass all my exams, but
I hope.
I hope. Hope की hope to.
Hope to.
Hope to
आएगा. होप टू आएगा क्योंकि होप खाली बट आई होप से क्लियर नहीं होगा. आई डोंट नो इफ आई पास ऑल माय एग्जाम्स बट आई होप टू. तो होप टू पास ऑल माय एग्जाम्स. उसके बाद व्हाट इज अनसेड इज बिकॉज आई होप पास ऑल माय एग्जाम्स तो नहीं हो सकता ना. कैन वी से दिस? आई होप pass all my exams?
No.
I cannot say I hope pass all the exams. मुझे to तो लाना ही पड़ेगा. तो I hope to pass all my exams. Okay, so that is why to वहाँ पे आएगा. Okay, next we go to yes, next exercise.
Haven't.
Although I could have gone to university, I
I didn't.
I didn't.
I didn't.
didn't or haven't.
Didn't.
Didn't ma'am confirm.
I didn't go.
Did,
I didn't go.
हाँ तो ये haven't क्यों नहीं आएगा यहाँ पे? Can anybody tell me? आपका आंसर बिल्कुल सही है, एकदम सही जवाब. बट आई जस्ट वांट टू नो आउट ऑफ माय क्यूरियोसिटी कि haven't क्यों नहीं आएगा?
क्योंकि मैम वहाँ पे ऑलरेडी हैव दिया हुआ है तो वो अपोजिट हो जाएगा हैव और हैवंट.
अच्छा,
नहीं,
ओके.
मैं नहीं जा पाई. मैं नहीं जा पाई. एक्चुअली इट इज मैं नहीं जा पाई ना.
हाँ
हैव टेंस का फर्क होगा मैडम.
हाँ बिल्कुल सही बोल रहे हैं आप. आई कुड हैव गॉन टू यूनिवर्सिटी पास्ट टेंस में है. कुड का पास्ट टेंस होता है
Past tense.
कुड हैव. तो आई कुड हैव गॉन टू यूनिवर्सिटी इज ऑलरेडी इन द पास्ट टेंस. I haven't, have is in the present tense. तो मैं present tense और past tense तो नहीं ला सकती. Didn't is in the past tense. So although I could have gone to university, I didn't. जब भी हमें could को past tense में बोलना होता है तो could के दो functions होते हैं. हमें पता है कि could जो है it is used as the past tense of can. But could is also used for polite respects, for polite requests. So could you please pass me that? Could you please do this for me? तो could को अगर मुझे past tense में या would को मुझे past tense में बोलना है या should को मुझे past tense में बोलना है तो I will always use have. I could have become a doctor had I attended the medical college. तो past में है. When I was coming in the morning, I saw somebody asking for help. I could have, but I didn't. So anything which is whenever could have agar aa gaya, should have agar aa gaya, would have agar aa gaya, that means the sentence is in the past. इसलिए उसके साथ हमें पास्ट टेंस को यूज करना है. दैट इज आपका बहुत सही आंसर था कि आप पास्ट टेंस बिल्कुल क्लियर बोल रहे थे. सो नेक्स्ट.
Sanju broke his brother's computer,
Mean to.
but he didn't
Mean to.
mean to.
Mean to. Yes, absolutely correct. Next.
वो didn't. नहीं, she should
नहीं,
didn't.
बट ये देखिए ना, should.
won't.
हाँ, अगर होता she should have got the job.
हाँ, then it will be
तब
didn't.
आता but she didn't. But she should get the job है. That means present tense में चल रहा है. तो
Yes.
but she
won't.
but she won't. Yes,
Won't.
she should. हाँ, she should have और should में फर्क है. Next.
Smita keeps her
Doesn't.
cellphone tightly, but Roshan doesn't.
But Roshan
Doesn't,
doesn't.
but Roshan doesn't.
हाँ, doesn't, क्योंकि keeps her again is in the simple present
Present
tense, so
tense.
doesn't
Yes, हाँ.
जाएगा. That is in the simple present. Yes. Next.
Varun didn't do well in the exam. He was sure
He was sure he would.
He would.
He would. Will का past tense यहाँ पे आ गया would. Yes, very very well done, very nice. So अभी तक हमने जितनी सारी चीजें की हैं, आज हमने मॉर्निंग में थोड़ा सा रिवीजन किया कॉमा का, थोड़ा सा रिवीजन किया सेंटेंस एरर्स का. इफ यू हैव एनी क्वेश्चंस कि कैसे सेंटेंस एरर्स को आइडेंटिफाई करना है, तो यू प्लीज फील फ्री टू आस्क दोस क्वेश्चंस कि ये अगर ऐसा सेंटेंस है इसको कैसे ठीक किया जा सकता है, इज दिस सेंटेंस टू लेंथी. अभी आपको थोड़ी देर में 3:30 पे ब्रेक होगी, 5 मिनट्स में इफ यू कम अक्रॉस सम सेंटेंसेस व्हिच यू कैन इवन लुक फॉर इन द इंटरनेट और एनीवेयर, वी कैन डू दोस कि हाउ टू मेक इट बेटर. सो सेंटेंस करेक्शंस हमने किए. Then we understood what are capitalization rules, and especially what are the rules for capitalizing the titles. That is very very important, क्योंकि टाइटल के लिए रूल्स अलग होते हैं, सेंटेंसेस के लिए रूल्स अलग होते हैं, दोनों में डिफरेंस है. सो वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. And then we also understood what are the rules for ellipsis. तो ये हमने अभी किया. अब हमारे पास थोड़ा सा टाइम है, तो I'm just going to quickly ask you a few questions related to what we did yesterday. और मैंने कल आपके साथ, हाँ yes please.
One funny question. In ellipse, we can use 3 dots or more than.
हाँ.
Ellipses, you said that. Hello, ma'am. Audible?
हाँ जी, हाँ जी, हाँ जी. Please ask the question.
Ellipses में जो 3 dots होते हैं, only we can use 3 dots or more than.
आपकी आवाज क्लियर नहीं आ रही है सर.
मैडम वो पूछ रहे हैं कि ellipsis में जो अपन 3 डॉट्स देते हैं ना, तो वो 3
हाँ?
डॉट्स ही देने हैं कि उससे ज्यादा डॉट्स दे सकते हैं.
अच्छा. Okay. So sometimes we do use more than 3 dots, but we should know कि जो logic है वो 3 dots का है. अभी तक तो हमारे जितने भी मन में आता है, हमें लगता है nobody told us, but 3 dots will do the work.
Okay, ma'am.
Only
Okay.
3 dots are sufficient because हम लोग, मुझे तो याद है कि स्कूल्स में so many times reference to context अगर आ रहा है तो you start and then dot पूरी लाइन के लिए हम dot कर देंगे. So that is not required. Just 3 dots would do the work.
Okay.
It's understood. Yes,
Okay,
that is something important we should know, because nobody told us, so we didn't know that how should we use these. So this is the logic behind it, and that is now because we are aware, we can tell others also about it.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I was talking about something which we did yesterday and which is very very important. Apostrophe में मैंने थोड़ा सा आपको कल बताया था कि रूल्स के. डू यू रिमेम्बर थोड़े से, कोई भी apostrophe के रूल्स थोड़े से बता सकता है कि कहाँ पे apostrophe s आता है और कहाँ पे नहीं आता है, because it's a little confusing. Anybody? Huh?
When we have to omit any letter.
हाँ. Yes, that is right. And when we have to omit any letter, that is contraction. हाँ.
For possession.
And
belonging.
To show the belonging. To show belonging.
To show the belonging and the possession. Yes, absolutely correct. उसके अलावा कुछ मैंने एक रूल डिस्कस किया था जो, हाँ?
Show time. To show time.
हाँ, बिल्कुल. और आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट दिस रूल. ये वाला रूल थोड़ा सा क्लियर हुआ कि नहीं हुआ? आई जस्ट वांट टू नो दिस.
To use with noun.
हाँ, तो कैन यू सी माई स्क्रीन?
यस मैम।
हाँ, तो ये देखिए सिंगुलर नाउन अगर एस नहीं है तो यू विल यूज अपॉस्ट्रोफी एंड एस, और अगर एस है देन यू विल ओनली यूज द अपॉस्ट्रोफी. दैट इज द रूल. तो ये आपको याद रखना चाहिए ऑलवेज. तो जैसे यू आर वेरी राइट, आपने बोला कि पोजेशन के लिए, बिलोंगिंग के लिए, बिलोंगिंग के लिए नाउन, नाउन मेरे को मिल गया. अब नाउन के साथ मुझे एस भी लग सकता है, एस नहीं भी लग सकता है. अगर मैं बोलूं सिस्टर, तो सिस्टर भी हो सकता है, सिस्टर्स भी हो सकता है. गर्ल, गर्ल भी हो सकता है, गर्ल्स भी हो सकता है. बॉय, बॉय भी हो सकता है, बॉयज भी हो सकता है. प्रोफेसर, प्रोफेसर भी, प्रोफेसर्स भी. टीचर, टीचर भी, टीचर्स भी. अब इसमें कंफ्यूजन हो जाता है कि टीचर तो ऑलरेडी आपका मतलब टीचर इज अ सिंगुलर नाउन, तो इसमें एस नहीं लगा है. अगर मुझे टीचर का पोजेशन दिखाना है तो आई विल से टीचर अपॉस्ट्रोफी एस, मतलब बिलोंगिंग टू वन टीचर. टीचर्स हैंडबैग, माने टीचर अपॉस्ट्रोफी एस हैंडबैग, एक टीचर का हैंडबैग. और अगर मैं बहुत सारे टीचर्स के हैंडबैग्स की बात करूं then I will say teachers, teachers handbags, माने teachers apostrophe handbags. फिर मुझे टीचर्स के बाद फिर से apostrophe s नहीं लगाना है. इसलिए हमारा जो टीचर्स डे होता है, एक शिक्षकों के लिए जो दिन होता है, शिक्षक दिवस जो होता है 5 सितंबर को, उसे हम टीचर्स अपॉस्ट्रोफी, टीचर्स के बाद अपॉस्ट्रोफी लगेगा, टीचर्स डे. और जो मदर्स डे होता है दैट इज हर एक की सिंगल माँ है, तो मदर्स अपॉस्ट्रोफी एस आएगा, मदर्स डे. सो मदर्स डे, टीचर्स डे. अब चिल्ड्रंस डे आ गया, तो चिल्ड्रंस डे में क्या हो जाएगा कि चिल्ड्रन अपॉस्ट्रोफी एस, तो बिलोंगिंग टू द चिल्ड्रन. सो द डे फॉर चिल्ड्रन. अभी जैसे वुमेन्स डे आ रहा है 8 मार्च को, तो वुमेन अपॉस्ट्रोफी एस. We cannot call it women's without the apostrophe क्योंकि women already plural है, तो हमें women apostrophe s day मनाना है. So that is important. अब होता क्या है कि हम apostrophe तो भूल जाते हैं और हमें लगता है women सही है, children सही है, men सही है, people सही है. तो ये गलत हो जाता है क्योंकि ये बिलोंगिंग टू वुमेन है, बिलोंगिंग टू टीचर्स है, बिलोंगिंग टू, अगर गर्ल्स चाइल्ड डे अगर मना रहे हैं हम, तो चिल्ड्रंस डे जैसे बना रहे हैं, गर्ल्स डे मना रहे हैं अगर, तो फिर कॉलेज, गर्ल्स कॉलेज, बॉयज कॉलेज, तो girls apostrophe college, the college for girls, the college belonging to the girls. Boys college, boys apostrophe, because the college belonging to the boys. So that is very very important. तो इस apostrophe के कारण जैसे मैंने कहा था कल भी, बहुत गलतियां हो जाती हैं, because apostrophe तो हट जाता है और हमें ऐसे लगने लगता है कि plural form is the right form, but that's not so. So we should be very conscious of this. Okay, so let's take a break for 5 minutes, and 3:35 we will continue with our remaining topics. Okay, so we will just close this for 5 minutes. Please stay connected, and Preeti ma'am, over to you. Thank you so much. Preeti ma'am. Preeti ma'am, you are there? Okay, so we will take a break for 5 minutes and we will resume the class at 3:35, 3:36. Okay.